All right, guys, welcome back to the NBA section of Table Talk on the Kid and Kam podcast.
Let's go.
We're here with JT.
Let's
we're here with JT.
Go.
We haven't been with JT since the John Wall, Russell Westbrook trade, but we're back. He's back. And we got some special stuff today. We have some power rankings. We got some award predictions, and we'll talk about the two games that happened on the 22nd. We got the Warriors getting absolutely dominated by KD's return, Kyrie,
Pandemic.
and then we have we want to see if the Nets are a threat in the East, and then we had the Clippers spoiled the Lakers ring night in a weird fashion. So we'll get to talking about that. We'll talk about the Warriors Nets game first. Are the Warriors in trouble without Klay?
I wouldn't say they're in trouble as in like they ain't gonna do nothing in the season, but I mean it definitely hurts them not having him. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I mean the Nets are a good team. There ain't no doubt about it. But I mean the Warriors, they'd obviously be 10,000 times better if they had Klay because they'd be full strength. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
it seems like they just have that same problem they had last season. Was they only have it's Curry he's dropping all the points. You know, you got Wiggins with 31 minutes, but he's only dropping 13. That's not going to cut it. He shot 4 for 16, 2 for 6 on 3-point line. That's just not going to cut it. James Wiseman had 19 points. He's looking like he could be a dominant force in the paint. You know, he had some points during the ending time. He only got 24 minutes, and you drop 19. Negative 10 plus or minus. It just doesn't seem like these Warriors are really a threat to outscore teams. And I think Steve Kerr's got to figure something out because without Klay Thompson, this Warriors team just doesn't look dominant at all.
The Warriors team does not look dominant because, like you said, they don't have Klay and they're not playing like they normally do or normally what you're expected to have the Warriors play like. Mm-hmm. The Warriors have this expectation that everybody expects them to be the best. Right now, they were not the best. They played a good team. They played old sniper. And they played a ball handler that is a beast. And they were both healthy. Their team was healthy.
Yeah.
The Warriors got to get used to playing together again because Curry is coming off a whole season of not playing with them, and he's got a new team. So now he's got to get used to playing and adjusting to his team. I think the Warriors are still going to be an effective team just by looking at their matchups that they have coming up.
Right.
I still think they're they're not going to be as dominant, but that doesn't make them not dominant.
Okay.
yeah, I can feel that.
And you said you talked about the Nets, having Sniper was back, and then the ball handling god, Uncle Drew himself, Kyrie Irving. Him and KD was just looking in sync. I mean, Kyrie Irving 10 for 16, 26 points. KD 7 for 16. KD just doesn't look like he missed a single beat. And you got to remember he's coming off an Achilles injury, which is one of the worst you can have in basketball or any sport because it essentially takes away your ability to walk for a bit.
I mean, after looking at KD, man, last night, the East better be ready because Kevin Durant was 7 for 16. That is dangerous. 22 points, and then Kyrie 26. And not only are they starting against a team that's dominant, it's not like they're just playing a nobody. They're playing one of the most feared teams in the NBA. So you got Kevin Durant coming off Achilles injury, doing that after the first game? What? Oh my God. Somebody get a horn. Because they gotta blow it. Because the East is in trouble.
Yeah, and the scariest part about it is you even got, don't forget DeAndre Jordan. He was grabbing the boards, but they got a guy on the bench, Karis LeVert, dude. 25 minutes, drops 20 points, plus 18. This is dangerous. This is dangerous.
They're very dangerous.
I mean, I don't know what else I can say. The Nets, are they a threat in the East? They are, and they really showed that last night. But again, we don't know how good this Warriors team is. Like I said, they just really didn't have anybody like that I felt like was really had that scoring ability except Curry. Wiseman showed some flashes, but they need help. Kelly Oubre shot 0 for 6 from the 3-point line, looking like Pandemic P. But Pandemic P didn't look like Pandemic P yesterday against the Lakers when he spoiled their ring night. They were up big.
That's because it's the regular season.
Right.
That's how he looks after the regular season.
Regular season Paul George, 33 points, 13 for 18. Come on, man.
I mean, we can't doubt his regular season ability. I mean, he plays like an MVP all the time during the regular season. It's just his playoff. That's why he's. What was that laugh for?
It wasn't a laugh. That was a noise. That was a noise. That was a. You know what I mean? Like when he hit the brakes, I'm gonna need you to hit the. I'm gonna need you to hit that. You need to be careful because playoff P and pandemic P, they both happen. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. There is no playoff P ever since that man said he was playoff P. But pandemic P is always going to be in existence. He shows up. Every once in a while, but I guess that's what everybody does when they have a whole break. But what can you do when you're having consistent games?
Let's be honest. Paul George hasn't showed up in the playoffs since he was wearing an Indiana Pacers jersey.
I agree.
So, I mean, take it how you want. He performs well in the regular season, but not in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm. That is a fact. Mm-hmm. He hasn't shown up in the playoffs since. However, though, Kyle Kuzma coming off the bench, he looked decent. You know what I'm saying? Montrezl Harrell coming off the bench, straight beast. Dennis Schroeder, he started 14 points. He's got to get his shooting percentage up a bit, but he looked good. LeBron got off to a cold start. That's another reason why, I feel like they lost this game is LeBron got off to that cold start. AD was AD. But, Lakers got a little bit of improving to do. First game jitters, you got to think they didn't get too much rest. A lot of these teams did, especially the Clippers after that choke they pulled off. But, man, a lot of these teams, they just got to work on a lot. Marc Gasol, though, 0 points. 0.
I mean, 0 points but 0 shots. You know what I mean? Let's not forget that 0 points but 0 shots. He's got to get used to playing with a guy that likes to take the shot. And he's got 2 people that like to take shots. That's Anthony Davis and LeBron James. LeBron James took 17 shots last night. AD took 15 shots last night. Let's not sleep on that, okay?
Yeah, you also got to consider they were down 20 points in the first, you know what I'm saying? So you're going to put the ball in the hands of Davis, right? and James,
Oh, no, they were down 20, and they got 39 scored on them. Golly, boy. Golly.
They bounced back in the second, though. They made it a 2-point game at the half. Because I remember I told you it was a blowout, and then you were like, oh, no, it's a 2-point game. I was like, oh, yeah. Lakers doing that. Clippers doing what they're best at.
But but Marc Gasol you got to remember, he's old, too. He's an old soul. An old soul. And LeBron likes playing with old souls, so he brought Gasol to him. Gasol has an old soul, and LeBron James has to get him used to it.
I hope that he would drop at least 10, though. Come on, Gasol.
I mean, that's crazy that we say, yesterday I would say it wasn't LeBron's best game. But
it was not, no.
It's still scary to say that was not LeBron's best game, and he's still scoring 22 points.
And they still only lost by 7 points.
Exactly.
So the Lakers are still a threat. I still think, they're them boys. But speaking of the Lakers as being a threat, I think we might as well just go ahead and hop in these power rankings. We're going to do our regular season version 1 power rankings. 1 through 10 only, just the top 10. Do y'all want to give any honorable mentions first? Because I got about 4 I want to just quickly get off the top of my head. I don't want people
you can go ahead.
I don't want people to think I'm skipping these teams. All right, some honorable mentions that aren't going to make the top 10. Number 1, the Toronto Raptors. Nick Nurse is that dude. He can coach a basketball team, but they lost Serge Ibaka. They lost Marc Gasol. They brought back Fred VanVleet. We just got to see what this team's going to be about. We'll kind of get an idea of what they're going to be after about 10, 15, 20 games. But right now, I don't know what the Raptors are going to be. We need to see them against some tough competition. Number 2, the New Orleans Pelicans. Zion is a beast. He is that dude. He's shown it. Brandon Ingram, he is that dude. Lonzo Ball, you never know what you're going to get from Lonzo Ball, but I'm interested to see those 3 on the court this season. I just want to, we need to see how good they're going to be. I think this is a playoff team. Also, didn't they get Steven Adams? They did. Steven Adams is going to be on the court. Number 3, the Washington Wizards. Russell Westbrook, Bradley Beal, Denny Avdija, the rookie. These guys could be dangerous. Bryant, it's at center. These guys could be a threat. I want to see what they're going to bring. I don't think they're a real threat or, dangerous, especially in the playoffs. But for the regular season, these guys could be those people. But I don't have them in the top 10. We need to see how they play. And number 4, the Phoenix Suns. Okay. They went 8-0 in the bubble. They got Chris Paul. Bubble. They look like they're ready to play some basketball. I think they got a new coach. Am I right? Or they kept the same guy? I don't remember. But I think they might have a new guy. No, that was the Pelicans, I think, that moved on. The Pelicans moved on. I think the Suns kept their guy. The Suns could be ready to play some basketball. We need to see how big of an impact Chris Paul's going to make. I'm leaving him out of my top 10 for now, but they just made it up.
I have a couple of those teams. I have Toronto, Couldn't leave them all the way out the top 10, but they're up there. And they're not in it, but they always perform in the regular season. They find a way to the playoffs, so I had to put them up there. You got the Suns. They played well, very well. So I mean, those are just two teams that I wanted to point out. And the Houston Rockets. I didn't put them in top 10 mainly because of their chemistry. James Harden is, he's talking. He doesn't want to play with John Wall, and then he's out there playing. You know what I'm saying? Chemistry can hurt. That playing NHL.
Be careful. Anyways, the honorable mention, what I do is I'm gonna give my honorable mention to the 76ers, and I don't want anybody to troll because I'm telling you this, the 76ers are still in the East. Don't forget that. They're an honorable mention. They're still in the East. They're not in the top 10. They may not be in my top 10 for this whole year, but they are still in the East. They are still in the East. They're still an honorable mention. Okay?
You still got Ben Simmons. Top 10?
I don't see them as big as a threat anymore.
Nope. But I'll tell you what, it's an honorable mention for me to have Ben Simmons, Dwight Howard, Danny Green, Seth Curry, and Joel Embiid. There's one thing Dimitri said last year. He said, you know what? They need to get some scores on the team, and that's what they did in this offseason. I do not have them in my top 10, mostly because I didn't remember about it.
They grabbed those scores. Let's just start with our top 10. Okay, who y'all got at 10?
At number 10, I got the Milwaukee Bucks.
Oh my!
Giannis
at 10.
At 10. At 10. I got.
Oh my God!
Giannis and the Milwaukee Bucks.
I don't got them high, but I don't got them that low. At 10 for me, I got the Pelicans.
God.
I think
you're either high or you're either low.
I think at number 10 the Pelicans. I think all the young players.
The Pelicans?
I think
and you're talking about my Bucks?
Huh?
You see how good
you put?
I put what? I didn't put the Pelicans above the Bucks. I said the Bucks are not as low as you had them. But
yeah, but you put the Pelicans in the top 10.
Yeah, I think their young players are gonna take some big strides. You watch out.
Go ahead, Meech.
Wilson's gonna get a whole season. Lonzo, he plays good sometimes, and then Brandon Ingram's gonna play like Brandon Ingram.
But you put New Orleans in, but you didn't put the 76ers. Go ahead, Meech. That's crazy,
bro.
One
of you put the 76ers in.
I'm just saying, but I definitely would have not put in New Orleans over the 76ers.
We got the Bucks at 10. We got, what would you say was at 10, Cameron? I just forgot that. Oh my God. All right. For me, I got the Portland Trailblazers. I like these guys as a team. I think they could make some strides. But right now, I just see some teams that are better than them. Right now, Portland Trailblazers. Damian Lillard is that dude. He's going to make a push for MVP this season. I think he already kind of made a push last season. But I think if we can see bubble Dame Lillard this whole season, he's a threat. He's a dominance. He's a force to be reckoned with. We could be seeing some dangers from the Portland Trailblazers. Who you got at number 9? Since I went last, I'll go first at number 9. At number 9, I'm putting the Houston Rockets. John Wall.
That's disrespectful.
James Harden. Okay? And then they brought in, they brought them in a big man. These guys could be dangerous in Boogie Cousins. These guys could be dangerous. Okay, I like what I saw from John Wall and Boogie Cousins in the preseason. I know it's the preseason, but these guys could be dangerous. I got them at number 9.
Right,
how is it disrespectful?
It's disrespectful to put James Harden at number 9. James Harden with two people that I told you that he needed. He needed a big and he needed a point guard, and that's what he got. So they're up higher for me. But go ahead, Cam.
Number 9. Number 9, I got the Miami Heat. They had a very good run last year. I don't think they're like a top 5 team, but I don't think they're out of the top 10. Again, there's teams that can beat them in this list. And, I got the Heat at 9. You can't deny their top 10 status. You can't rank them higher, I don't think.
Wow. Well, that's a bad number 9. At number 9, I got the Dallas Mavericks, and I got my boy Luka going heavy this year with my boy Porzingis going heavy this year. It's going to be a great matchup. It's going to be, woo, sweet.
Okay. At number 8, Cameron, you go first.
At number 8, I got, go ahead, Cam.
Jordan did last. Jordan go last, so you go.
You want me to go?
Yeah, you go.
At number 8, please don't troll. Everybody save the troll. Denver Nuggets.
Okay.
I heard silence there. I hope that wasn't silence. I hope that was a delay. I really hope that was the delay, because I'm telling you that the Denver Nuggets are still a powerful team, but I just don't find them as powerful. That boy, God, man. That boy,
Michael Porter, Jamal Murray.
Jokic, man. Jokic. After seeing Jokic struggle against AD, I just don't find them as powerful anymore. He's got great offense, but his defense, to be that big and to not be that good at defense, that's a struggle, and that's going to affect the team.
Number 8, I got the Philadelphia 76ers. You said they were out of your top 10 as an honorable mention. You don't think they're a threat? The big problem with the 76ers is they didn't have shooters on their team. I think they've got the underrated player out of the draft, and Maxey, I think he's going to come in. He's going to be a straight beast for these guys, man. I'm loving what I'm seeing from the 76ers, especially in the preseason. They kept Ben Simmons, even though he's been on some trade talks. They got Joel Embiid, who was that dude. They got them some shooters. They got Danny Green. We'll see how Danny Green plays in the regular season. We all saw how he played in the playoffs. Maybe he's fixed it. Maybe he's gotten better. Maybe he'll go back to his Toronto or his San Antonio days. But we got to see what these 76ers are cooking, because I think they could be cooking some stew. And that East stew could be cooking. That's who I got at number 8. Can't keep these guys out of the top 10.
Number 8, I got the Celtics. I like Jason Tatum. Love him. Jaylen Brown's good. I just feel like a lot of teams made some bigger moves in them this offseason. So, I mean, that's just really my reasoning right there. Teams made bigger moves.
You sound like you don't even believe that.
What do you mean?
You just sound like you don't believe that they should be at number 8.
I mean, they got respect to be higher, but, I mean, you can't rank them lower than 8. And I got teams that I feel like made a little bit better moves in the offseason.
So you put the Celtics above the Rockets?
Yes.
All right, go ahead, bro.
You already said your 7?
Nah, Cam's got to go with his 7. He just went last.
Oh, number 7. Got Milwaukee.
Okay.
Giannis. I mean, they haven't really done anything either. I mean, they signed Giannis to a Supermax. I mean, they perform in the regular season. I mean, they're going to get it done like they usually do. But they're going to start out at 7 for me this season.
So for 7 for me, I got the Dallas Mavericks. The Mavericks, Luka, Porzingis, that duo is deadly. If they can stay healthy, they're a threat. However, in the playoffs, they're not a threat. They need help. Get them another piece to that team. There's plenty of time before any type of trade deadlines. Get them boys some help, man. Get them boys some help.
At number 7, I have my team. Well, not my team, my boy, James Harden and the Houston Rockets, okay? This offseason, they took on the tally of having the great Kentucky combo, DeMarcus Cousins and John Wall. I didn't see James Harden play in more than one preseason game because he wanted to try to get traded, and I don't think that's going to mess up the chemistry. He said if he wanted to play with anybody on the court, he would play with John Wall. They got him John Wall, and that's what happened, and the Kentucky combo looks amazing. It looks amazing. All I got to do is sprinkle a little bit of James Harden, and I got me a West championship. Yes, sir.
A West championship?
Sir.
You think
going to the West championship, not the trophy. No. Going to the West championship.
This team is beating the Lakers in a 7-game series?
No. Going to the West Championship. Got me a West Championship contender. My apologies.
Okay.
Not a trophy.
All right.
Oh, my God.
Was it we on number 6 now, aren't we?
6.
Yeah, okay. Number 6, or wait. Have you given your number 7?
I gave my 7. I said Dallas Mavericks.
Okay, yeah, that's weird, because at number 6, I got Dallas Mavericks.
Okay.
Luka, I think he's going to make some... Because, I mean, it's just, I have them one higher,
It's good, usually, it's a good coincidence.
We looking all over the place right now. Number 6, Dallas Mavericks. I mean, this explains itself. Luka, Porzingis. They're gonna make it. They're not gonna make it deep in the playoffs, I don't think, because you still got these teams ahead of them. Mm-hmm. But I mean, they on at least a 2-round go at it, and they could take a team to 7 games. I feel like, and they're gonna start out at 6 for me. Right. They're a pretty good team.
Number 6 for me, I got the Brooklyn Nets. I mean, we saw them play last night. Those guys are looking dangerous. But like I said, these are kind of like if yesterday didn't happen. So I got the Brooklyn Nets at number 6. Even if yesterday happened, I still think these guys are at number 6. The teams I got over them, I just feel like could be better. Kyrie Irving, Durant, LeVert, that's just going to be special. It's just simple as that. See what we get from them when they get towards the playoffs.
Now, these guys got a little bit more respect from me in the playoffs last year, and I put a bet on the line, and I definitely lost that bet. At number 6, I got Miami, okay? Miami dominated. They dominated. in the playoffs until they got to the finals. Okay, so I got a lot more respect to them. So I got them at number 6.
Okay.
Right, who you got at number 5?
At number 5, I'm gonna start with the Denver Nuggets. We're going out to Denver. We're going to the mountains. These guys are dangerous, man. They've got
trash.
Possibly. I'm sorry.
I got the same thing. 5 Nuggets.
5. Listen to me. This team just made it to the conference championship. Yeah, they got smacked in 5, but these guys are getting better. Michael Porter,
they got a point
potential.
Center.
Michael Porter, potential to be an all-star. Bol, potential to be an all-star. Jokic, the best center in the league. Jamal Murray, straight shooter, beast. Guy can average 25 and average 30. We're going to see how good he plays this season. They've got potential. They've got what it takes, man. This team could be a threat. This team could be the Laker killer.
I 100% agree with you.
What?
The Laker killer.
You got them at number 5 and you're saying they're the Laker killer? You got them at 5 and you're saying that they're the Lakers killer. They have potential to be the Laker killer.
They could be a huge threat to the Lakers.
But why would you put them at? I mean, Lakers might as well be at number 4.
Relax.
It's just the start of the season.
Just saying, the Lakers might as well be minus.
It's the start of the season. We're gonna see how good they're gonna play. Okay.
I'm just saying. You're saying that they should be the Laker killers. So
I said they could be the Laker killer, but right now they're at 5. We're gonna see how good they play. Come on, it's preseason.
That's sad.
Who you got number 5, Jordan?
About as sad.
Number 5. Hey, chill.
Hold on now.
At 5, I got my boys, the Celtics. Can't disrespect the Celtics having Jaylen Brown, that boy Taco Fall on the come up, but also Mr. Jason Tatum. Jason is a beast and he's getting better every year. And I'm telling you, he's a candidate for a lot of things. And I think he's a candidate to lead his team to the playoffs.
Okay. Guess I'll go first. Number 4, I got the Warriors. Last night kind of explains it to the teams in front of them. To the teams in front of them, it kind of explains.
I respect that.
It kind of explains it. I mean, they are still a threat to this league, but they aren't as big as a threat.
You definitely contradicted everything that you said in the beginning, or was that Mitri that said that?
I mean, technically, yeah. Before this, everything's before the game we saw yesterday. Okay. So we're technically we're pretending like these games yesterday didn't exist. Because we are a day late.
I mean, I would still say I would agree with that after
even after the loss.
Yeah,
even after the loss.
Still
yeah, because it's not like they lost to like Charlotte.
They lost to a very good Nets team. We just said
they
this
didn't
Nets
look in
team.
sync at all.
I agree. No, I think that's great.
Because they just need to find their identity. I think that's the
best thing that Cam has said on this podcast.
They just need to find their identity.
I'll give you guys that.
Who you got? You said you got them at number 4, Jordan?
I do not have them at number 4, but at number 4, I cannot count them out. I will never count him out. Mr. KD and the Brooklyn Nets.
Okay.
The Brooklyn Nets are dangerous. They were dangerous even coming into the season without even have seen Kevin Durant play, because at the end of the day, Kevin Durant is Kevin Durant. And he is a beast. He is a sniper. And he can lead the team just like he led the Warriors last year and the year before that.
For me here, I'm going to put the Los Angeles Clippers. Obviously, we don't know how they're going to play in the playoffs, but I mean, Kawhi Leonard is that dude. Don't ever forget it. I don't care how he played in Game 7 against the Nuggets. Kawhi Leonard is that dude. We got Paul George. Paul George looked good yesterday. Even if not, the Clippers got to be at 4, man. These guys, you never know what you're going to get from Kawhi Leonard. This guy can shine at any moment. You like I said, you never know what you're going to get from him. Clippers for me, number 4.
Okay. Number 3, I got the Brooklyn Nets. I mean, they proved a little bit yesterday. I mean, they took down a very good Warriors team. They looked very good. I'm putting them at number 3. I mean, they got a potential to run the East this year.
I mean, this has been the closest that me and Cam have ever been to agreeing, okay? Last year, I said that they were going to come in at number 3, and I swapped places with Cam, and I'm going to put the Warriors at number 3. Steph Curry will always be dangerous. Once Steph learns how to play with his big, and once his big learns how to play in the NBA, the Warriors will be
yes, sir.
Dangerous.
Go ahead and take a nap on that take. At number 3, I got
sleep.
something a little weird, okay? I got to draw, okay? Because these two teams stack up perfectly, okay?
No,
I know this kind of breaks the rules a bit.
So there's no number 2.
This man made the rules,
no, there
and then
is.
he's going to say that.
So you have 11 teams.
Technically, yes. All right, we got to draw. We got to draw, okay?
So what's the whole point of an honorable mention?
Hey, man. Listen up, okay? At number 3, we got Miami Heat, but I have them tied up with the Celtics. Both teams are going to take huge leap forwards. Both teams are going to take leaps forward. The Heat have already shown they can defeat the Celtics in 6 games. Okay, and this was a Heat team that was very inexperienced, and they were still making plays in the playoffs. They lost to the Lakers in 6 or was it 5-6 games? These guys are threats. The Celtics, Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown has taken a huge leap forward as being a scorer. These guys are a threat. They got Kemba Walker. Don't forget about it. Celtics are dangerous, but the Miami Heat will continue to improve. They need to get Tyler Hero cooking. Duncan Robinson, one of the best shooters in the league. Bam, come on, man. Jimmy Buckets, man. Don't play with him. I got to tie at number 3. Heat, Celtics.
Okay, and my number 2. What I got at my number 2 is, I can't count them out. I will probably never count them out. Is Los Angeles Clippers. They are always dangerous. I don't respect Paul George in the playoffs just because of the past years, but during the season, they are dirty. Mr. Ibaka now on the team. Why go against Kawhi? Why would you go against Kawhi and Mr. Flop Pat Ben?
Jordan are agreeing on something, bro. 2 Clippers.
This might be the first time ever y'all have agreed on something.
Well, Cam, you want to take us to the top one? You want to take the top one?
Hold on. I got to say my number 2.
Okay. Oh, you didn't say your number 2? Okay, go ahead, my bad.
Not. Now, you guys might be sleeping on this team, but I'm not going to sleep. They brought in Drew Holiday. And they've still got some dangers on this team. But I'm going with the Milwaukee Bucks.
At number 2?
The Milwaukee Bucks. The Milwaukee Bucks. Let me tell you why.
4-0?
Because Giannis Antetokounmpo is that guy. Now listen to me.
At number 2?
This team is going to be dangerous. Drew Holiday brings defense to that team. He brings a guy who can score to that team. This team is better. This team has what it takes to finally get past that leap and get to the championship. Milwaukee Bucks at number 2, baby.
Weren't they beat by the Heat?
Yeah, with an injured Giannis. Or my
okay, and you put them.
Are you this the same guy who had the 76ers out of the top 10? So,
hey, 76ers out the top 10. Milwaukee at number 2. Miami at 3. Don't matter. Lakers at 1.
No, don't listen.
Lakers.
Listen, Lakers. LeBron haters. Now in laters. Fresh taters. Lakers in 5. Come on now.
Come on, man.
It's
Lakers
that simple.
in 5.
It's that simple. They added too much to this team. They got 3 guys on the bench who could go be 20-point scorers somewhere else.
And if you forgot the roster, let me read it to you right now.
Read it.
You got the younger brother of Antetokounmpo, Caldwell Pope, Alex Caruso, Quinn Cook, AD, Jared Dudley, and don't forget, I said AD, not KD, Mr. Marc Gasol, Montrez, THT, LeBron James, Kuzma, and that's about it. And I'm going to put Morris and Schroeder on there just because they're dangerous as well. They will be dangerous.
Dennis
Lakers
doesn't get a little intro.
Dennis is a beast.
Dennis doesn't get a little intro. Come on, man.
All right.
Come on, man. Give Dennis a little intro real quick. Give Dennis a little intro real quick.
Come on, come on. Just let me wait. Nah, I'm not going to do it this time. But I'm telling you, the Lakers are going to be dirty.
They added the top 2 vote getters in the 6th Man of the Year award. They added a beast of a center in Marc Gasol, even though, like we said, he had that -8 yesterday, dropped 0 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist. He's got to play better than that. He also had a turnover. We need to see him play way better than he did, but it's going to be harder when you got AD as the big man getting most of the rock. So it'll be interesting to see what we get from them. Montrezl Harrell, 17 points. Kyle Kuzma, 15 points off the bench. Dennis Schroeder started, 14 points. He's got to work on his shooting a little bit, 5 for 15, but this guy is a dangerous threat. And can we not forget about THT? Like Jordan said, he dominated in the preseason. He dropped 6 points last night. When do we start worrying about this guy being a threat? Or do we already start doing it? He's a beast.
All I'm going to say is this. LeBron went 7 for 17 and had 22 points. The NBA needs to be worried.
Yep.
You're having a bad game and still scoring 22 points?
It's a scary
You
sight.
need to be worried. And if you hate on the Lakers, okay?
Right.
If you hate on the Lakers, you got to at least give the respect, all right? If you want to talk about the Michael Jordan and LBJ talk, give the respect that they are the most dominant team in the NBA as of now.
Okay. That's easy.
Easy.
So we got some award predictions we want to do. I don't know how much you guys anybody got any problems with the top 10? Any points they want to put out? They think something was wrong? I'm going to say it right now. I disagree with the 76ers being out of top 10, man. I just feel like they have what it takes to be a threat. And you guys leaving them out, that don't sound good to me.
Who would you swap them in for with mine? I'm going to read you mine real quickly, okay?
Okay.
Who would you swap it in? Because it was mine. It was mine that was out of the top 10. I don't remember if it was Cam's. But I got the Lakers, Los Angeles, Golden State, Nets, Celtics, Miami, Rockets, Nuggets, Mavs, and Bucks. Now, to be fair,
Warriors easily.
everybody else had
Warriors
10.
easily.
You
Warriors
had 11.
easily.
All I'm saying is you had 11.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying. So if you had to kick out a team.
If anything, I would take
What team would you kick out?
I'd take kick Trailblazers out at 10.
That's fair. That's fair.
Easy.
You're actually the only person that had the Trailblazers in their top 10.
Because they could be a threat. We'll see what they can do. We saw them in the playoffs last season.
I mean, all I'm saying is you had 11. I'm just saying.
I just kicked someone out, so I got 10 now. And that was easy. But for you, I'm taking the Warriors out top 10, putting the 76ers in. Slide out, slide out.
Wow. I disagree.
Agree to disagree. Cameron, you? Any problems? Read out your top 10, Cameron. Start at 10.
Start 10, it was the Pelicans. And then it was
I disagree. I disagree.
Heavily. No.
I disagree.
No. Right now, that's not a top 10 team.
Look, man.
100%.
We already went through this, man. We already went through
Wait,
this.
let him read the 10 again. Let him read the 10.
Read the 10.
Because I want to know who we subbing in for that.
It was the Lakers. Then it was the Clippers. Then it was the Nets. Then it was the Warriors. Then it was the Mavericks. Or no, it wasn't. It wasn't the Mavericks at 5. It was the... Oh, who did I put at 5? Because I changed my list up midway through. I don't remember. But I had someone at 5. 6 was Mavericks. 7 was Milwaukee. 9 was the Heat, I think. 8 was... Oh, bro, I forgot my whole
Heat at
list
9?
now.
The Heat at 9?
No,
After
it wasn't.
They made it to the
I don't
finals
remember.
with
I
an
don't remember.
inexperienced team?
I don't remember where my... Look, I had my list written out, and then I was making points in my head while y'all was talking. I was like, I got to change that up. So I really don't remember mine. But I remember it was Lakers.
All I agree is you missed some teams. You put the Rockets low, too. I disagree with that. I believe that was like your number 8 team. That was a sleep on. But to put the New Pelicans, bruh.
Look, I think they're going to make big strides.
The
They
Pelicans,
were
bruh.
only a couple games out of the playoffs last season, and Zion didn't even play the whole season.
All right, who you guys got for MVP? Let's go. Who you guys got for
Meech,
MVP?
read your schedule one more time. Read your top 10 one more
My
time.
top 10. At 10, I got Portland. If you guys want me to take them out, but we'll just leave them in there for now. At 10, I had Portland. At 9, I had Houston. At 8, I had Philadelphia 76ers. At 7, I had the Dallas Mavericks. At 6, I had the Brooklyn Nets. At 5, I had the Denver Nuggets. At 4, I had the Clippers. At 3, I had a tie between the Heat and the Celtics. And at number 2, I had the Bucks. At number 1, I had the Lakers. And
I disagree.
I know you guys are going to hate me with that Bucks. I know you guys are going to hate me with that
I disagree
Bucks.
with the Bucks mostly. If anything, I disagree with Nuggets being so high as well.
Oh my god.
I like the Nuggets. The Bucks, I mean, you can move them down a couple of spots.
Where were the Nuggets on yours, Cam?
They were lower.
Okay.
They were
So you like the Nuggets
lower?
at 5 then?
I think they were my 5 team. Nuggets
They're your
were at
top
5 for me. Yeah, they were top 5 team for me.
The Nuggets were 5 for me. I think we agreed on the Nuggets.
Yeah, I think so. The Nuggets, I can
Wow.
agree with that. But I say
Good
move the
stats.
Bucks down. I mean, I don't
too.
agree with the Bucks being
No.
that high.
No,
No.
I don't think I will.
I
Bucks
mean,
at
bro,
number 2
you
for
put
me.
bro, come on.
Bucks at number 2 for me.
Anyways, MVP.
We'll see. MVP? Jordan, I want you to go first.
Jordan, who do you got at MVP? I need to hear
Y'all
this.
know who I'm going with every year. He's been a candidate a lot in the past 5 years. I'm going to just go give it to number 13, mostly because he's got some help. And it's Mr. James Harden. I'm rocking the Rockets jersey. I'm not giving it away this year. For you to be upset You know what I mean? You got to for you to not think that he's going to be a candidate.
I'm going to give it
They're
to
not going to make LeBron James a candidate, even though he does deserve to win almost every year.
Right.
So they're going to give it to somebody like Giannis, James Harden. That's the type of players that they go for. I think James Harden is going to win this. I want to see 2. If he's not going to go for a championship this year, I know he's going to go for that MVP.
All right, Dimitri, I want you to go second because I know y'all are going to flame me for my MVP vote.
Well, I know.
Canceled part 2.
I want to, with the MVP, I wanted to say LeBron James, but I feel like the NBA is changing so much that there's certain stats that people just prefer. You know, LeBron James is my close second, but there's a guy who's just been dominating the league, and I think he's been in MVP voting twice, but this year he's gonna take a step up, and he's also the future of the NBA.
Please tell me, I think we got.
When
got the same person.
When LeBron leaves, this guy is gonna be that man, and I'm going with the guy from Real Madrid, Luka.
Yes, sir.
Luka.
He taking a step up.
He's taking a step up. This
Luka
is year 3.
Doncic. This is his year.
Year 3 for
Luka. This is his year. Come on, man.
Luka is 21. He's still younger than some of these draft picks, man.
Yes,
this
sir.
guy is a threat. He's gonna be a beast. He's probably gonna average a triple-double. He's been averaging at least 25, 8, and 8. Every year of his career, he's going to take a step forward. They're not going to keep giving the MVP to Giannis for doing the same thing he was doing. They've got to find somebody new, and that guy's going to be Luka. Come on, man. Luka, man.
Luka Doncic, bro.
Luka.
It's happening.
I can agree with that. I can see that. 100% I can see that.
Kevin said we're going to flame him. Come on, man. That's easy.
I thought look, that man, look. I didn't think he was going to agree with me. I just thought this is the year. I'm like, Luka Doncic got it this year.
I do want to give a good honorable mention. Anthony Davis.
What?
I could see him in the
Davis.
voting. I don't see him finishing top 3, but I can see him in the voting.
I think Anthony Davis.
That will lead me into who's the defensive player of the year. I give it to who should have won it last year, Anthony Davis. Monster on the defense with defensive boards.
I do not have that guy. I have a sort of a sleeper pick.
Okay.
Now he plays on a team that has to play a lot of defense because they're so bad on the offensive side. So he has a lot more opportunities. Plays on the Cleveland Cavaliers. Andre Drummond.
Huh?
Look. Just you'll see. He gets so he look. He's a rim protector. He gets bored.
What?
Y'all not gonna be saying this when he wins Defensive Player of the Year. I'm just saying that.
You're putting Andre Drummond, not just Andre Drummond, but Andre Drummond on the Cavs.
Defensive Player of the Year.
Okay. Hold on. Before you make your point, I'm gonna go ahead and tuck myself in bed here. Wake me up when it's over. Go ahead.
I've already made my point. They gotta play a lot of defense, and he's a rim protector. Come
Dimitri,
on, man.
If I'm not going with Anthony Davis, I'm going with Ben Simmons. I think Ben Simmons is that dude. You could take a step forward this season too. I mean, his offense is, it's gonna be what it is, but Ben Simmons could be that guy.
Let me give you guys, serious, bro?
Let me give you guys my 6 man. We gotta move on past that. Let me give you guys my 6 man. It's gonna be that guy. It's gonna be that guy. Okay, last night we got a sneak peek of 2 guys I think could be competing for 6 men. Obviously,
yes, sir.
Montrezl
We
Harrell,
definitely agree on
Montrezl Harrell had that better game, but I think it's gotta be Dennis Schroeder, man. It's gotta be Dennis. It's gotta be Dennis. He came in second last season. Okay, this year he won't do that. Even though I think he started yesterday, so it just depends on how much if he's actually gonna be a starter or not. If he's not the starter, it's gotta be Montrezl Harrell. He's already on the dominant team. These guys are gonna roll with this bench, man. It's crazy. Montrezl Harrell has Lakers have one of the best benches in the NBA. If anything, they have the best bench. These guys are a threat. Montrezl Harrell's going to have those weapons on the court. It's easy for him. This is too easy. But if Dennis is not starting, I got to give it to Dennis. But if Dennis is going to be the starter, it's going to be Montrezl Harrell.
Yeah, I agree. I got Montrezl Harrell. That was me. It's 26 man. You got Anthony Davis and Marc Gasol. They take a seat. Montrezl goes out there and dogs like he did for the Clippers.
Yep.
I mean, he did it last year. Why not do it again? You know what I'm saying? It's light work at this point.
Mm-hmm. And you said Montrezl Harrell too, Jordan, right?
Yeah, I got Montrezl as mine. I mean, that's an easy one. I feel like 6 man is like ever since what's his name has chilled out that played for the Clippers.
Lou Will.
Yeah, ever since he's chilled out. Since he's chilled out, and my boy with the handles. Why can I not think of his name? He used to get it. He used to get recommended all the time. Dirty handles. I'll think about it later. But Montrezl, for me, has taken a step up. It's crazy, though, if you think about it. Clippers have had a lot of 6 men. You know what I mean? They have definitely had a lot of six man because they always have people that are stepping up. But this is going to be an even bigger chance and better chance to step up. I think he's going to have a better coach. I think he's going to be more dominant than he was on the Clippers, and that just makes him even more scarier.
And we got the fun one here. This one's going to be fun because I really want to see what you guys are saying. We talked about how Bobo qualified for Rookie of the Year, but I don't know if that's going to sway anybody's opinion. However,
I would like to go first.
Of the year.
Bro, you go last, Mr. Andre.
Nah, I would like to go. I would like to go first. This is why.
Okay.
Me and Dimitri, we talked about the draft coming up.
Yeah.
We seen Charlotte got this guy, and we said this is possibly the most talented player in the draft. Mm-hmm. And I think he will play. I mean, he's their best player already. I mean, he's their number one option, and he can dish the rock like a prime Chris Paul, like a prime Rondo. Mm-hmm. This like man, like a prime Rondo.
Uh-oh.
Have you seen him passing this ball? I mean, look, he has amazing court vision. We've seen him all through his entire, you can't even say career because his career just started in the NBA, but his whole life, he can shoot the ball. He just needs to get it in stride, and he's already shown his ability to go to the rim and attack. If he just improves his defensive side of the ball just a little bit, he's winning Rookie of the Year. 100%.
Say the name.
LaMelo Ball, man. I didn't even need to say I said Charlotte, man. Come on.
To Tyrese Maxey on 76ers. But
who?
Tyrese Maxey on the 76ers, man. Did you watch him in the preseason? He's a beast. I'm telling you, those
I watched a lot of people that are good in the preseason.
Those Kentucky boys are just built different, man. I think we're going to see a step up from him, but
injury prone.
Oh my God. I'm going with Cameron, LaMelo Ball, man. If he can just get his scoring in shape, he's got to get more consistent with the scoring.
He's got the attacking
his passing is already elite, but his scoring, he has to perfect it. It's not as good right now, but as you saw from each game in the preseason, he got better and better and better shooting.
Yes, sir.
So we got to see that from him. This guy needs to be a shooter for him to work in the league. If he can shoot, man, this is a threat. I'm talking a straight beast. He's been playing against grown-ups, so this ain't nothing new to him. LaMelo Ball. Jordan?
Only thing I would like to disagree with is his season and his career did not just start just a couple of days ago, just a couple of months ago. He's been playing a professional ever since he was supposed to be in high school. I'm going to go ahead and check off the list. 3 for 3, LaMelo Ball.
Let's go. I mean, I feel like it was an easy choice.
Mm-hmm. I wouldn't sleep on Anthony Edwards, though. He looked kind of dangerous in the preseason.
He's good.
They look dangerous, but LaMelo Ball is entertaining.
Just create shots, man.
They look dangerous, but LaMelo Ball is entertaining.
Yes, sir.
Entertaining.
Mm-hmm. He's that guy. So we have our MVP picks and we have our Defensive Player of the Year. We got some award predictions out the way. We got the power rankings. Warriors in trouble without Klay. Are the Nets a threat in the East? The Clippers spoiled the Lakers ring night. Look forward to doing this again, man. We have JT here, man. JT on the podcast for the NBA. Get used to him. Get used to him. We had some weird honorable mentions for the NFL, for the NBA power rankings. You know, we'll figure it out. But we'll be back with this on the Kid and Kam podcast here. This has been fun. We got our socials on the screen. Thank you guys for the support. Make sure you guys drop a like and subscribe. And until next time, guys. It's been Kid Kam and JT.
We out.
See you.